Hello guys, this is Julia from Hunting Bond. We are currently on a trip in India, and right now we are in Udaipur, the main location of James Bond Octopussy. And with us is today Rakesh Yadav, the costume tailor of the best Exotic Marigold Hotel, and we will talk with him about how to look like a real James Bond villain like Kamal Khan.
Enjoy yourselves.
What's the name of this special Indian collar with the round corners?
It has a few different names. You can say it's an Indian collar first of all, when it's into a shirt. But the moment it gets to a jacket, you could call it Nehru Collar. Nehru Collar. Like I'll show you the difference in the shirt and the jacket also.
Mm-hmm.
And in India, some part of India, it's also known as a Chinese collar.
Chinese collar.
Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a lot of Chinese have this kind of collar. But about this Indian collar, it's they do different shapes. Like this one, if you see, is rather more pointed. And on some of the shirts, you'll see here, whether this one, you'll see it's button all the way up here.
Mm-hmm.
So see the difference between this one is button all the way up, and here it has a gap of an inch.
Okay.
Different styles. I think there's something about this collar. It's something really just about it. I mean, it's when you have it on, you feel it. This is, like the collar. I've got a couple of this in black or blue or white, and it's hard to describe. But the moment I have it on, it's like wow. It's you can notice the difference between other people wearing this shirt collar or you wearing this collar shirt.
And do you know where it came from? How it developed that it turned out like this?
I think in our history, a lot of this from the time of Maharaja and all this, we had a lot of kurta, the long ones, or their outfits. They all are used to have either without neck, without like a collar, which is around it, or a small collar like this. So it's coming from that time, as far as I can see. So it's coming from last hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm. You said a long kurta. Would you call that also a kurta or a shirt?
This is more of a shirt. When it has a button all the way, it's a shirt. And a kurta would have a couple of buttons, not all the way, just a couple of buttons here, and slightly on a longer length, that is kurta.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say? What is the biggest mistake when wearing a traditional Indian kurta?
Nowadays, people like, if you're going, depends, if you're going for an evening, then you want to make sure the length of the kurta is appropriate, and underneath with the kurta you'll wear like a pajama, and then you'll have this Rajasthani shoes which is known as mojri, and a scarf. If it's more dressy occasion, then you even have a scarf. But if it's during the day, you can just have a 3/4 length kurta, and you can just have it with the jeans also, and there's no need of scarf, and you can even wear with sneakers like slippers. It's fine. So you can have it from casual to, depends which occasions you have to wear.
As we are a James Bond blog, we recognize that many James Bond villains like Kamal Khan in Octopussy wear these kind of Indian costumes, the suits, the kurtas. Why do you think it is so popular under the James Bond villains?
It's difficult to say, but as far as I can see, it's a theme, it's a chain of movies, and as far as I can see, there is something very special about it, So they're keeping it. Like if you see a James Bond suit, you'll see them like tuxedos, how they're made, or everything. So I think it's a kind of theme they're going to do.